6:08 on a soggy Wednesday, waiting for Zeta. That's a scary-sounding tropical storm as we approach Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us on the Mark Arum Show, with you till 8 p.m. Going to try to keep you entertained and informed, and I got a lot of stuff to talk about. This is one of those packed shows. There are some shows, Longoria, where it's not packed.
Yeah, and you just stretch it out.
This is like I'm squeezing into tight jeans, skinny jeans. Okay. That's how packed
Jared
today's
jeans.
show. Jared Yamamoto jeans. I'm trying to put on Jared Yamamoto jeans. As always, though, as we kick things off on a Monday, or a Wednesday, rather, Monday and Wednesday, we play what, Longoria?
Let's play Millennial Match Game.
I'll get this together eventually. Our contestant on Millennial Match Game has played before, but he played back when he was an intern, and now he's an official employee of WSB Radio. Our buddy Jared. Jared, how are you, man?
I'm good, Mark. Yeah, I'm a real employee, a real adult now.
I'm very, I'm congratulations. That's fantastic. Jared, now part of the sales team. Do you want to tell the folks at home a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm from Rochester, New York. I just graduated college. I've been on the Millennial Match Game, like you said before, and I love movies from the 80s, so that's
Beautiful.
my favorite category.
Yeah. So we might be able to help you out today with the category. Let's meet our contestants on the phone. Stephanie joins us on the Mark Arum Show. Stephanie, welcome. Tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself.
Hey, I am a medical assistant from Holly Springs, Georgia. I like the 80s as well.
Oh, excellent. Can you take Longoria's temperature?
I could, but not via phone.
Okay,
so.
very good, very good.
That'd be kind of hard.
Longoria, the original super spreader of the COVID-19 here in Georgia, by the way.
Fake news.
Stephanie, you're going to be playing Johnny. Johnny, welcome to the show. Tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Johnny, obviously, and I'm a director of Computer Nerd.
An internet director. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Excellent. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds like a real job, so congratulations. All right, here's Millennial Match Game. Category today is in honor of Halloween, Deborah. It's horror movie characters. So how's this one going to work?
Let me pull up my paper here. So I gave you the name of a character.
A name of a character from a horror movie.
Right, and they need to name what film it was from.
So they have to guess whether or not Millennial Jared will know what movie that character is from.
Yep.
All right, very simple. This one doesn't count. This is just an example, guys. Jared, Freddy Krueger was a character in what horror movie? What was the name of the horror movie that starred Freddy Krueger?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
That is correct. By the way, I would be horrible at this game because I hate horror movies.
You probably know some of the characters, even if without seeing them.
I might have gotten that one, but I have no interest in horror movies. All right, so it's that simple, Stephanie and Johnny. You don't need to know the answer. You just have to guess whether or not the millennial will know the answer. All right, so here we go, Steph. You're starting off. This horror movie character's name is Michael Myers. Michael Myers. Will Millennial Jared know what movie had a character named Michael Myers?
Only because of remakes, I'm going to say yes.
You say yes. Jared, Michael Myers was a character in what horror movie?
Halloween.
Never saw it. Never saw it.
Really?
No.
Not even the first one?
Not even, there's like 10 of them.
Yeah, not even the first one.
None of them.
Gosh.
Life
You
is
gotta watch it.
life is scary enough. I don't need to be scared. No. But the good news is Stephanie got a point. Is that one worth watching? Is Halloween worth watching?
A classic.
I think the original one, maybe not part 4 and 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about all those.
Well, I'm an original. That's better. That's fine for me. All right, Johnny, here we go. You need this one to tie it up. This horror movie character. Now, I don't even consider this a horror movie, but anyway, Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter. Will Millennial Jared know what horror movie had a character named Hannibal Lecter?
Yes.
All right, it seems like an easy one. Jared, you're a learned young millennial. What movie had a character named Hannibal Lecter?
That one's Silence of the
A
Lambs.
census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
See, that's what bothered me about that movie. The guy's a doctor.
It was the Chianti that you didn't like?
Yeah, like
the way he said it.
He should be able to know how to pronounce Chianti, right?
Yes.
Like that's garbage. Anyway, I don't know. I thought that's more of a thriller. Is that a horror movie? I guess maybe.
It's a horror
Did
movie.
eat somebody's liver.
All right, fair enough. Johnny gets the point. Stephanie, here we go. Millennial Match Game, brought to you as always by our pals at Rocco's European Garage. This character name is Jigsaw. Jigsaw. Will Millennial Jared know what movie had a character named Jigsaw?
I'm going to say no.
Jared, Jigsaw was a character from what horror movie?
Sorry, that one's Saw.
Saw is correct. Again, never saw it. I heard it's a good one, though, right? Isn't it really
Again, I think
scary?
the first one's probably the...
Yeah,
The
Saw
first one's the
better
best
than
one.
Saw 7. Round 2, a Millennial Match Game, a horror movie character edition. What is the score, Deborah, and who is up?
All right, we're all tied up at 1-1, and it's Johnny's turn.
Johnny, here we go. Will Millennial Jared, who is a very learned millennial, let me just say that again. This guy knows his stuff. Will he know what horror movie had a character named Pinhead? Pinhead. Ironically, also Mike Shields' nickname in high school, Pinhead.
I'm going to say yes.
You say yes. Pinhead, Jared, was from what horror movie?
That's from Hellraiser.
That is correct. Hellraiser, another movie I've never seen. Is Jared 4 for 4 right now? Has he nailed them?
Yeah, he's got them all.
Wow. Who was the millennial that almost ran the table or did run the table?
Charlie from B98.5.
Charlie Morgan.
Yeah.
Way cuter than Jared, though. All right.
Yeah.
Stephanie, you're up. This horror movie character, now this is a movie I've seen. The horror movie character's name was Jack Torrance. Jack Torrance. Will Millennial Jared know what movie had a character named Jack Torrance? Horror movie.
I'm going to say yeah. He's doing great so far.
He is doing great. Jared, classic. Jack Torrance was from what horror movie?
It is a classic. That's from The Shining.
Darling, light of my life, I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Jack Nicholson in the classic. That movie scared the bejesus out of me, too. Thankfully, Catman Scruthers was in there, and I was like, oh, all right, this guy's okay. You know, the guy, the character.
Yeah.
Like, he made me, anytime he was around, I was like, all right, things are going to be all right. Catman Scruthers is in there. Scruthers? Catman? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's up? It is Johnny's turn. Johnny, this horror movie character's name is Leatherface. Leatherface. Will Millennial Jared know what movie that's from?
Yes.
Yeah, he's 5 for 5. I wouldn't doubt the kid. Leatherface, Jared, from what horror movie?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Never saw that. I have no desire to see that.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, is that because you
That is a
you're
good
from
one.
Texas? Is that why?
Yeah, it's just a good one. The first one's real good.
No desire to see that. All right, good job, guys. Stephanie, here we go. This one's interesting. I'm going to mispronounce this. Samara Morgan. Samara Morgan is a character from a horror movie. Will Millennial Jared know what movie starred a character named Samara Morgan?
Oh, gosh. Probably. I'll say yes.
All right, yeah, he's on a roll. Samara Morgan, Jared. What horror movie is Samara? Is that a woman? It's a woman. What movie is Samara Morgan in?
It's from The Ring.
That is right. Now, I've heard good things about that.
Yeah.
Is that a good one?
Yeah, if you watch the Japanese
Great
one,
movie.
too.
It's a newer one, right? The Ring?
I mean, not anymore.
Newish?
No,
Like
what was it?
early 2000s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2000.
All right, but not
Yeah.
like 1970.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
no,
all
no,
right.
no.
The Ring.
It's
Okay.
good, yeah.
All right. Good job. I've lost the scoreboard, Deborah Green.
All right, Stephanie's got 3, and Johnny has 3, and Johnny's up.
All right, Johnny. Millennial Match Game brought to you by Rocco's European Garage. Horror movie characters is the category. Annie Wilkes. Annie Wilkes is the character's name in this horror movie. Will Millennial Jared know what movie starred Annie Wilkes? I actually know this movie. I wouldn't have gotten the answer, though. But that shouldn't impact your decision here, Johnny, on whether the millennial will know.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
All right, got to go with it. Annie Wilkes was a character in what horror movie, Jared?
This one's my favorite so far. She's from Misery.
You've been out of your room.
No, I haven't.
Paul, my little ceramic penguin in the study always faces due south. I realize you just need more time. Eventually, you'll come
The
to accept
scene?
the idea of being here.
With the ankles?
Paul, do you know about the early days of the Kimberley diamond mines?
I don't want to hear it, I don't think.
Do you know what they did to the native workers who stole diamonds?
Definitely
If they
don't.
caught them, they had to make sure they could go on working.
Yeah, I'm
But they
having
also-
bad memories. That movie was that was horrific. Poor James Caan.
Especially because we grew up driving in the snow, and it was easily like, oh, don't pull over here.
Oh
don't
my
get stuck
God!
here.
That's why you never want to get too famous, right? Like I'm right here. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't. Erickson could get in Misery pulled on him.
Yes.
No one cares enough about me for Misery, so I'm right where I want to be. I don't want my ankles cracked by Kathy Bates. All right, last one before the break. It is Stephanie's turn. Stephanie, Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees. Will Millennial Jared know what horror movie starred Jason Voorhees?
Probably. He's a horror king. It sounds like.
He's amazing, Jared. This is why we hired him, by the way. Jason Voorhees, you know this one. What is it, Jared?
Friday the 13th.
Never saw Friday the 13th, which is correct. But I did see Saturday the 14th, which I don't know why I saw that one, but I didn't see Friday. There's an actual movie called Saturday the 14th.
Is it a horror spoof?
No, I think they were trying to be a horror movie. Anyway, I'll tell you what is not horrific is Jared's performance. He has nailed them all. What is the score, though, Deborah Green?
All right, Stephanie with 4, Johnny with 4.
All right, we got it all tied up. Final segment of Millennial Match Game coming up in just a second. It's the Mark Arum Show on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. Final segment of Millennial Match Game on the Mark Arum Show, brought to you by Rocco's European Garage. What is the score and who is up, Deborah Green?
All right, we're tied at 4-4, but Johnny's up.
Johnny, here we go. It is horror movie characters. Minnie Castevet. Minnie Castevet is the name of this character. Will Millennial Jared, who has not missed one yet, will he know what movie starred Minnie Castevet?
I'll say no.
Ooh, that is a tough one. Jared, prove him wrong. Minnie Castevet from what movie?
I think this is the oldest one on the list. It's Rosemary's Baby.
God bless, this guy is good. All right, good job. Final one, Stephanie, Norman Bates. Norman Bates. Will Millennial Jared know what movie starred Norman Bates?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Jared, do it, buddy.
I absolutely do. That's from Psycho.
All right, last one, real quick. The character's name is Pennywise. Johnny, for the win or the tie, will Jared know what movie starred a character named Pennywise?
Of course.
Jared?
Pennywise the Clown from It.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new record. Undefeated Millennial Jared. We got a tie, which is okay because we've got no prizes to give. Thanks to Johnny and Stephanie. Jared, welcome back to WSB Radio, bud. I can't wait to see you in person, bud.
Thanks so much, guys. Can't wait to see you guys either.
All right, news, weather, and traffic next. This is the Mark Arum Show.
Hey, this is Cal Penn, and you're listening to the Mark Arum Show.
6:38, 22 in front of 7. Mark Arum and pals bracing for Zeta. Zeta. Weather and traffic coverage throughout the night, the evening, tomorrow morning with Atlanta's Morning News and Scott Slade. I'll be starting TV early tomorrow, Longoria, at 4 a.m. So say a little prayer for me.
I'll do the sign of the cross.
Do the sign of the cross. Yours doesn't mean as much as Deborah's. Deborah, can you do the sign of the cross for me? You're a little more devout. Thank you very much.
Wow, you don't trust my.
Well, I'd rather have 2 Catholics on my side.
I mean, I have been to the Vatican. So
that is, yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, she is.
I'll
give her that one.
Yeah, that's impressive. What do we got? We got so much to talk about. The Braves' 25th anniversary win in the World Series. We got a new area code here in Atlanta. Johnny Kielbasa is going to join us with a fast food review. But I think you guys have known me long enough. You know I'm a creature of habit, right? I kind of do the same stuff. I don't know if that's a personality flaw, trait, whatever, but I am definitely a creature of habit. Are you a creature of habit, Longoria?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, I do the same thing every day. I mean, I have my...
your routine.
My routine. There
Deborah, you are so organized. You have to have routines, right? You're a creature of habit.
Yeah, when our schedule gets switched around sometimes, it throws me off, yeah.
So I am in a tizzy right now. By the way, Alicia, filling in for Low T Chuck, who's on vacation. Are you... thank you for doing this, Alicia. Are you a creature of habit as well? She says yes. All right.
Creature
of habit. All right, so we're all creatures of habit. So yesterday, my life was turned upside down. I was driving to work, and I've lived in the same area for pretty much the 25 years I've been in Atlanta.
Right.
1 year I lived in Brookhaven, 1 year I lived in Smyrna, but mostly I've been in that Collier Road, Howell Mill corridor, simply because it's quick to work. And I can never be late, so that's where I've settled. And I love it. I love the neighborhood. And I'm driving to work yesterday afternoon, And I go the same way. I go twice a day. I work the split shift twice a day. And about 6 months ago, they put up a new stop sign on DeForest Ferry, which had never been there before. I was like, oh, all right, well, blah, blah, blah. I'm driving in yesterday to work, and they put in 2 more new stop signs. I'm like, what is going on here? And then I'm driving home last night from work, and they put in 2 more.
Oh, wow.
So they put in yesterday 4 new stop signs on DeForest Ferry Road in a 1-mile stretch between Collier and Howell Mill.
Are there new apartments or housing there? Is there a school there or something?
Nope. It's the same neighborhood. The road has not changed. The only thing that's different is there's now a quick trip at the corner of Howell Mill, but that's nowhere near the stop signs. Has nothing to do with it.
Someone named Karen moved into the neighborhood?
Karen moved into the neighborhood. So where there used to be, in that 1-mile strip of DeForest Ferry, there were 0 stop signs. Now there are 5 stop signs.
Oh, my gosh.
5, that's one every 1/5 of a mile.
Right.
5
good math there.
Stop signs. There's no... The one they put in 6 months ago, you could argue, if you're making a left turn, it's kind of... There's no other reason. There's not a lot of crashes on that road. It's a busily traveled road, but there's never been a problem. I lived right on DeForest Ferry, like a house on the corner. Never had a problem. Now there's 5 new stop signs in a mile. So this morning or last night, I was like, I can't do this in the morning. Like, I've got it timed out perfectly. I'm either going to have to blow through 5 stop signs or take a new route to work.
I mean, how much traffic is going through it? What, 3:30 in the morning, 3:19 in the morning?
There's none.
You did the rolling stop, right?
No. I did that once 15 years ago.
Oh.
And not at that stop sign, but another stop sign, and I got pulled over. And the police officer came up. He's like, I pulled you over for rolling through that stop sign. And he's like, license, registration. And I did. I'd been doing it for a long time. And he takes it and he goes, are you the traffic guy? I said, yeah, I'm the traffic guy. He goes, I'm not going to give you a ticket, but just make sure you tell everyone to be careful on the roads this morning.
Sure.
So that was your fault for not looking out for the cop. I mean, you should have seen
they're hidden. I mean, there's nothing you can do. So for every report that morning, every report on TV and radio, on B98, I was like, damn, take care of it. Be careful out there today. So I learned my lesson. Like, the police officer was kind enough not to give me a ticket. So I come to complete stops.
So you think stopping 5 times is going to really throw you off?
Because normally I'm going about 40. Speed limit's 35. I'm going about 40 at 4 in the morning. And I've got it timed out. I hit the light perfectly at Howell Mill. It's green. And then go. My whole life has changed.
So they're going to add like 5 more minutes, basically? Or
I don't know. But I'm going to be late. So this morning I had to take a new route to work for the first time in 20 years. I had to go a whole nother way. And coming in this afternoon, I'm like, it's different this afternoon. I guess I could still do it this afternoon because I'm not in a complete rush to get here on time. I come in earlier. But every morning now, I've got a different... coming home, I went the old way because I'm in no rush to get home. I'm in a rush to get home, but...
Right.
Maya's not going to fire me if I'm 3 minutes late getting home. But I sat through those... I had to stop at 5. It's unprecedented. I've never seen anything like that. And as a creature of habit, I'm like, I feel weird now. Every morning I got to take it different. I just wanted to share that.
Yeah. I feel you.
I mean, in the grand scope of things, that's a pretty small deal.
That is
like, I don't have COVID. I've got a job. But my whole life is,
You're going to have to time how much time you stay at each stop sign and then add that.
It's not just the stop. It's the slowing down to the stop. Like for that 1 mile stretch, I go 40 miles an hour.
Or just gun it 40 and then hit it and then 40 and then hit it.
Rocco's would love that, me hammering my brake pad. So I don't know what to do with my life. It's a big deal for me. Think about that. You have to change your route. You've been doing the same route to work for 20 years, twice a day. And now it's in flux. You got to change it. I'm going to be grouchy until I get used to this new route, Longoria. Just a heads up.
Sorry for Ashley.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sorry for everyone in my life. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. We've got a new pill to help you stop snoring, Longoria. I'll tell you about that next on The Mark Arum Show. Thoughts and prayers for your congenial talk host, Mark Arum. 5 new stop signs in a 1 mile stretch. And my My world has just been flipped upside down. Ben either feels my pain or he thinks I'm crazy, but Ben, you know the road I'm talking about right there, DeForest Ferry?
Mark. I've been living in that area since 1985. I could drive that stretch of road in my sleep with my eyes closed, but not anymore. And I got two teenage drivers, so as soon as this went up, I let them know, you better watch out, right? And my youngest one, who's 14, was riding with an older one who said, I'm getting car sick with all these stops.
It's crazy, yes.
Well, today, I got to see my first rear-ender.
Oh, because of the stop sign, the new stop sign.
Yeah, because somebody, kind of realized at the last minute, hit the brakes, the car behind them didn't, and bam. There you go.
Deborah asked if we got any advanced warning. I got no advanced warning about these. Did you?
Okay. I didn't either, and I'm kind of in the neighborhood, chit-chat thing.
Yeah.
So nobody was asking for it that I know of, and nobody got any advance notice because there was no discussion about it. And the funniest thing of all, they put up signs this week saying, effective October 20th, this will be an all-stop. Well, they put it up a week after the date on the sign.
No kidding.
You're just like, what are you going to do?
I don't know. It's crazy.
It's screwed up.
Yeah.
There's a road that comes from Chattahoochee over to DeFore. And a lot of people take that, to cut over. They didn't make that an all-stop. They put the all-stop a block south towards Howell Mill.
Exactly right. Right.
All right. Here's the logic in this.
And what's funny is, so they put two up yesterday afternoon or in the morning, and then in the 2 hours I was on the show, they put two more up as I was driving home.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what the hell's going on here? It's ridiculous. So you feel my pain,
some
Ben.
of them, yeah, I do. Some of them you can't see because of the, shrubbery. Some of them have blinking lights now, but no stripe on the street. It's crazy. I do feel your pain, and it is totally messing my life up.
Yeah. So this morning I went home. So I stopped after the morning show. I went and stopped at Waffle House and got my all-star breakfast to go. So I took DeForest back toward Collier, and I stopped at every stop sign. But the oncoming traffic, no one was stopping because no one knew it was going to be there. It's made it worse, Ben. Thank you for siding with me, buddy. I appreciate it. It's ridiculous. And Ben's in that neighborhood chit-chat thing, Deborah. Yeah. I know in that
He probably knows the Karen that made it happen. She's just not coming forward.
But it's got to be 5 separate Karens. That's what I'm saying. Like there's 5 new in a mile. I don't get it. And it's going to cause crashes. As a traffic expert, I wholeheartedly disavow these 5 new stop signs. The one new one, all right, I get it. That was kind of, I wouldn't have done it myself, but I can understand.
Right.
Can you take it to City Hall, like as a traffic expert?
Yeah.
And, do it that way, like fight it?
I went to City Hall to fight a traffic ticket once as a traffic expert, and the judge laughed at me. I was all very official. I'm like, I was in lane 2 going blah, 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 and I moved over to lane 3, and he's like, get out of here. Pay your fine.
Pay your $5 to get out of here.
Pay your speeding ticket, Arum. All right, so I didn't tell you about the snoring pill. I'll tell you when it comes back. Good news for Longoria, who I'm pretty sure snores like a bear.
That's not
a
true.
Big old, dude, you're a big old bear, dude. You're a big old bar. The Braves celebrate the 25th anniversary of their World Series win. We have a new area code. And Johnny Kielbasa with a fast food review. An exciting second hour of the program coming up. Plus, your calls if you want to join us. 404-872-0750. 1-800-WSB-TALK on Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. What do you know? The Mark Arum Show.
The Mark Arum Show is performed before a live studio audience.
I want this town to be near you. I stand alone. I stand
Welcome back to to the show and a good Wednesday Eve to you. Mark Arum here, you there. It's 7:07, 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. This is the Mark Arum Show, heard Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. Three-quarters of the nuclear family are here tonight. Deborah Green produces the show. Longoria, the stoic Eskimo on the other side of the takeout window. Low T Chuck is in Whitefish, Montana. Checking to see if that McDonald's is open or not, or if the ice cream machine is working.
Machine, yeah.
I got so much feedback, by the way, from yesterday's show about that.
I did reach out to that guy. I'm waiting for a response.
Oh, good. In case you missed the end of the show last night, this guy, we're trying to get him on the show, came up with a website called McBroken.com, which tells you if the ice cream machine is broken at your McDonald's. It's fantastic. Anyway.
It's the best app ever.
It is so good. Alicia filling in for Low T Chuck. She is kind and gentle, so be nice to her when you call. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. 25 years ago today, the Atlanta Braves won the World Series in 1995 against the Cleveland Indians. Obviously, the last time, unfortunately, they've won the World Series. But it was a huge day for the city of Atlanta, a huge day for WSB Radio.
On their feet. Nobody's left to beat the traffic tonight, I guarantee you. Mark gets the sign. The wind and the pitch. Here it is. Swung. Fly ball deep left center. Grissom on the run. Yes! 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 The Atlanta Braves have given you a championship. Listen to this crowd. Them 1, 2, 3. A couple of fans rushing on the field. And the constables restrain them. The Atlanta Braves have brought the first championship to Atlanta.
The Constables, I love that. Chip Carey, rest in peace, my former coworker, good dude, amazing broadcaster. And I just got chills listening to that. So in this date is October 28th, 1995. I was working at the restaurant I waited tables for in college in New York. And I think, I might be wrong. You could double check me. It might have been Halloween, Deborah. Was Halloween on this date? No.
No, Halloween's on October 31st.
Was it a Saturday? No, was it a Saturday before Halloween or something, though? There was something Halloween themed at work.
I mean, it would have been before Halloween, obviously. Right?
Yeah, but I think, well, maybe it was the Saturday before. I don't know. But for some reason, I remember a Halloween-esque theme at work for whatever reason. So I'm waiting tables, and I was a Braves fan back in 1995, and I remember just like ignoring my tables because I was in the bar watching the game.
It was a Saturday.
The Saturday before. So I think there was like people, they'd booked a Halloween party or something at I don't know. But I remember there's people dressed up. I was dressed up as a waiter, you know, and I remember just being like so happy. So happy, and it was a great moment. And unbelievably, at that point, you thought, oh, this is going to happen a lot. Like this team
every year,
this pitching staff, and then they had it 2-game lead in '96, and then they blew that, and it never happened again. But '95, Braves fans will always have '95. So I wanted to pay homage to that great day. I unfortunately was not here. I wasn't at any of the games. I was in New York selling eggplant rollatini. Which is a fine dish, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see if Alex Williams knows what that is. Does Alex Williams know that food? Do you have the sounder? Let me play the sounder there.
What, the bed or just the open?
The intro.
Does Alex Williams know this food?
Does Alex Williams know this food?
Does Alex Williams know this food?
That boy don't know what that is.
Alex, you in the traffic center, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you know what? I'm sorry, Longoria. I sprung this on you. I want the bed now, too. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do you know what eggplant rollatini is, Alex Williams? Eggplant rollatini.
Sorry, turn my mic off. An Italian eggplant dish?
All right, be a little more specific.
I mean, I know what eggplant parmesan is. Is it similar to that?
It is similar to that. I'll give you credit. Alex kind of knew what that food. It's like an eggplant stuffed with ricotta cheese.
Okay.
And then you put parm on it and you bake it with the sauce. It's delicious.
I can go for that.
Anyway, it was part of the hot antipasto at Umberto's. So yeah, Alex Williams kind of knew that.
Closer than I usually am.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's an eggplant dish. Good job, Alex Williams. Anyway, so I have fond memories of that. I just want to know, Braves fans, 25 years later, do you remember where you were when the Braves won the World Series? 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. I have one more piece of audio here, Longoria. That was Chip Carey. This is what Vin Scully, how he called it.
So here is Baerga. Wohlers looks in to get a sign. Big right-hander ready, delivers fastball. Hit in the air to left center on the dead run is Grissom. He's got it, and the Atlanta Braves are the champions of the world. And they are going wild. Mobbing Wohlers, a huge mile of humanity in front of the mound. The crowd dancing in the aisles, fireworks going on overhead, and quietly the Cleveland Indians slowly in single file leave their dugout.
The legend, Vin Scully, who is still with us, amazingly. So where were you when the Braves won the World Series back in 95? 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. I'm assuming you probably don't remember, Longoria, because you're not a Braves fan.
No,
you were in Texas.
No, yeah, I was in Texas. I just graduated high school. It was 95, so I was probably starting college, I guess, during that time. So
Hurry poopies.
Yeah.
Deborah Green in Wisconsin?
We did have TBS.
Okay.
So you've had a lot of Braves games on, but I wasn't following them. I was following the Brewers.
Yeah.
And 95, I would have been in high school, so I probably was at a concert.
Yeah, I remember it very well. I was so happy for them. So happy because it's, from the worst to first to 91, you're like, are the Braves ever going to do it? The Braves are going to do it. And they finally did it. Before we get calls on that, I assumed that you were a snorer, Longoria. That might have been presumptive of me.
I guess so. I don't hear myself, but my wife says I do snore.
So I am a snorer if and only if I'm sleeping on my back. Like, I like to sleep on my stomach. That's the way I go to sleep. Yeah. But if I roll over in the middle of the night and I go on my back, I snore. And Maya lets me know about it. And she'll just nudge me and I'll roll over, whatever. So I guess I am a snorer, but not often. Deborah, does your husband, is he a snorer?
Only when he's sick, like he can't breathe properly, but regularly, no.
No. Anyway, for the snorers out there, apparently there is a pill that's being developed that could help silence the snoring. It has effectively reduced snoring frequency for 20 research volunteers by 74%. 22 million in the U.S. have a snoring problem, not just the minor, like a little, but like an actual problem with snoring. And it has to do with, it can be unhealthy, insufficient oxygen levels, etc. But there's a pill now that might prevent the snoring. So for all the guys and gals out there, if your partner snores, there's maybe some help on the horizon. I don't know if the Breathe Right strips allegedly helped that back in the day. I don't know if that was
I guess so.
An urban myth or not, but you put the strip on your nose before you go. It opens up the clogs.
The clogs?
Whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to pass it along. Because I know it's a big issue.
It is.
Like, I know couples that sleep in different rooms.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Because one of them snores. Well, I mean, it's not stupid if you can't sleep. Well, if some guy's sawing logs next to you.
That's part of being married.
Yeah.
You got to just deal with it.
You know what's funny? Your kids will never know if you snore or not because they're not allowed in your room.
No, that's true.
All right, where were you when the Braves won it all in 95? Beth is in Loganville. Beth, welcome to the Mark Arum Show.
Yes. Hey, it's so good to talk to you. I was also probably your age. I was in college, and I was a freshman at the University of Georgia.
Nice.
And I had been at the Bulldogs played that day. They had a football game. And I have a feeling because we were terrible that year, we probably lost that game. I don't remember what the score was.
Honestly, I think I know the answer to this. So I think that was the Georgia-Florida game that is normally played in Jacksonville, but it wasn't because the stadium was being constructed or under construction or something. And I'm pretty sure you lost, yes.
It was terrible. And the Florida fans treated us terribly. It was all bad. So I was all depressive. But then I came home to Loganville, to my house, and my dad was watching the World Series, and then the Braves won, and it made it a little bit better.
A lot better.
So that was really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was your major at Georgia?
Elementary education. I'm a teacher.
Oh, what grade do you teach?
I actually work with struggling readers and struggling math students. So I work with 4th and 5th graders. Yeah.
Okay. And in what county?
I'm in Gwinnett.
So are you guys back in person or are you still virtual?
We have both. I have a little bit of everything every day. So you never know what's going to happen.
Well, keep
some
up the
kids
good
are there,
work.
Some kids are home.
I know.
I
appreciate that. Because my wife is an elementary school teacher, and they're still completely digital in DeKalb, and I love the fact that I get to watch her teach every day. It's fantastic. It is just the cutest thing you've ever seen, Longoria. You probably wouldn't find it as cute as I do, but I think it's adorable. Yeah. Julie's up next in the Mark Arum Show. Julie, where were you 25 years ago tonight?
Hi there. So I was in Atlanta, and my boyfriend at the time and I, now husband of 23 years, were at the radio station. 99X had the big Halloween party, so it was right around Halloween.
Okay.
And it was their big brouhaha. Yep. And we went to the brouhaha, and I won the grand prize for the costume contest that year. So I totally remember it, and we were like, well, should we go because we want to watch the game, but they had the game on there at the brouhaha too. And I won the grand prize for the costume contest. So it was an awesome
I have
night.
2 questions then. What was the costume and what was the prize from the 99X brouhaha?
So the costume was, I was like a bust on a pillar. So like a Greek bust,
yes.
Yeah. Like a statue on a column. And I was all painted, and I made this cardboard column, and I like really couldn't walk, and I had like ivy around me and a bird on my shoulder and stuff like that. And
lovely, very creative.
You had to climb the stairs to get to the stage, so they kind of had to push me up from the bottom, and then I had to just kind of stand on stage while everybody went back and forth.
Real quick, Julie, what was the prize? Do you remember what the grand prize was?
The prize was a 36-inch tube television. So
tell me you still don't have it. You don't have that anymore, right? You got rid of that?
We do not.
All right, good. Julie, thanks for the call. Where were you 25 years ago tonight when the Braves won it all? Braves win the World Series. We'll come back with more of your calls. 404-872-0750 on Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. It is the Mark Arum Show on 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Center, if he hits one there, we can dance in the streets. The 2-1. Swung line drive left field. One run is in. Here comes Brave. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe. Braves win. Braves win. Braves win.
Chip Carey, 25 years ago tonight. That was not from the World Series win. That was when Sid slid, but it's still a fun clip. Where were you 25 years ago tonight when the Braves won the World Series? 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. Dominic's on the Mark Arum Show. What's going on, Dom?
Hey, how you doing?
Excellent.
Good. 25 years ago, I was sitting in Newport Richey, Florida with my wife watching the game. We were huge Braves fans. And when they won, we started screaming so loud, we ran out the front door into the front yard. And my neighbors thought we were nuts because they didn't know what was going on. They didn't care about the Braves.
They thought it was a domestic situation. They called the cops. They're like, Dominic's going to beat up on his wife.
Yeah, pretty much. But I didn't care. The Braves won. It didn't matter.
Great time. But so weird. So I was in New York, the only Braves fan in Poughkeepsie, New York.
I bet.
And I was so excited, and everyone's like, yeah, and like, where's the fried calamari I ordered? Yeah. I'm like, come on,
Arum.
Yeah, come on, Arum. Doug's up next on the Mark Arum Show. What's going on, Dougie?
Hey, man, how's it going, Mark?
Excellent. Where were you 25 years ago tonight?
Hey, I was actually there at the stadium.
Nice. Fulton County Stadium.
Yeah. Yes. I was a freelance camera guy then, so I was shooting the game, and as soon as they won, I locked down my camera, forgot what the director was saying, and I took off and went down on the field, so I got to celebrate with the players for a bit.
Very nice. You know what? Now I think about it. So I moved here in August of 96. I bet that Braves World Series win had a part of it to nudge me down here. Like, I can see that. That and the Upton's Girl commercial, which I've talked about.
Yes.
Those are the two main reasons. Yeah. And biscuits. So the 3 big reasons I moved to Atlanta: biscuits, the Upton's Girl, and the Braves winning the World Series. So you can blame the Braves for me right now behind the microphone. And I thank you, Atlanta Braves. What a great season that was. We'll come back, take more of your calls. Where were you 25 years ago tonight when the Braves beat the Indians in the 95 World Series? And Johnny Kielbasa is going to join us with a fast food review next. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK on Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. This is The Mark Arum Show.
Hey, this is Rosie Perez, and you're listening to The Mark Arum Show.
Welcome back to the show, 7:36, 24 in front of 8 o'clock. Mark Arum and the Banana is with you till 8. A reminder, tomorrow morning's rush hour is going to be horrific. Horrific. If you can telecommute, do it. If not, we got you covered. Atlanta's Morning News with Scott Slade, bright and early at 4:30 a.m. It's going to be an awful ride. There, you are warned. Down road. Download the WSB Radio app and make sure your cell phone is charged because I think we're going to have some power outages tomorrow. Johnny Kielbasa coming up in just a second with a fast food review. Want to know where you were 25 years ago tonight when the Braves won the World Series in 1995. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. Mike is up next on the Mark Arum Show. Mike, where were you 25 years ago tonight?
Hey, Mark. I was at the game with my wife and one of my best friends from high school and his wife. It was great.
You were at the game. Did you have good seats? I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're at the game. But did you have good seats?
Yes, they were good seats. They're behind the plate, about 15 rows up.
And what was it like in Atlanta after this? I mean, after they win? Because I wish I was here to celebrate. Was the city just going crazy?
It was great. Everybody loved it. The game, we didn't even want to leave the game. It was electric. It was exciting. It was something that we'd never really experienced before. The Atlanta Chiefs, probably 20 years before that, they had a championship, but they weren't that popular. But the Braves, everybody loves the Braves, and it was America's team back then, and it was just fantastic. Everybody loved the Braves.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, because I mean, living in New York, I was like, oh, this is going to happen all the time. With this team is so good. This is going to happen all the time. This is a dynasty. Sadly, that was the only one that did happen. Johnny's up next on the program. Johnny, where were you 25 years ago tonight?
Well, Mark, I was store manager for Kroger. Got a phone call about 3:30. Said, Johnny, got a couple of tickets to the game tonight. Do you want to go? And I was like, sure. Called my brother who was in the Army, and he was downtown Atlanta. We met at the stadium, and I thought they were going to be great seats because it was coming from a vendor, but we actually were in section 327 in the middle of all the Cleveland Indian fans.
Oh, well, that turned out okay, though.
It did turn out. He started the game out. He said, Johnny, you got 27 outs until that season is over. We going to count them down. So every time we got an out, it was like 1 down, 26 to go. And they booed us. But by the time we got to that last out, it was incredible.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you that you were actually able to be there for a clinching World Series game. That's fantastic. Do you know what else is fantastic? Fast food, my friend. Oh, yeah.
And now, on the Mark Arum Show, it's time for the Fast Food Review. Yeah.
Joining us live on the Greasy Salty Hotline from parts unknown, height unknown, weight, oof, we do want to know. Johnny Kielbasa and the ever-so-popular Fast Food Review. How you doing, Jonathan?
Well, I was doing great, Mark, until I started listening to all these Braves fans talk about winning the World Series because I'm an Indians fan. And I was there 25 years ago, and it sucked.
I'm sorry, John. I thought about that too as I was tossing. Oh, I forgot. Johnny's from Ohio. Thoughts and prayers, Johnny. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers.
1948 was the last time the Indians won the World Series.
Good stuff. Yep. But you got Shane Bieber now. Everything's fine. Everything will be fine. What's on the menu tonight, big fella?
Got a little breaking news for you, Mark.
Where is Hector?
Breaking fast food news.
Halloween's coming up. Trick-or-treat's coming up. Virtual trick-or-treating, in-person trick-or-treating, who knows? But there is a few things you can look out for this year on the Halloween trail this weekend, Mark. IHOP's got a free Mr. Mummy pancake for all the kiddos going out to IHOP this weekend. You can get a free pancake from the 26th to the 30th. Krispy Kreme's got a free donut this Saturday for anybody who bothers or dares to wear a Halloween costume. 7-Eleven's got your favorite pizza. Isn't that right, Mark? 7-Eleven's pizza. You love that stuff? Okay,
I mean, I don't think I've ever had it. I'm sure it's fine, but no, I've never.
Buy one large pizza, get a second one free on the 30th and the 31st. Of course, Applebee's has a couple $5 Halloween flavored drinks. They got a Tipsy Zombie and a Dracula's Juice. The only way to figure out what's in those is if you actually show up and order a couple. I'm sure they're sweet, and I'm sure they'll give you a heck of a Halloween hangover.
Nice.
And
yes,
Chipotle, they used to do something in person, but this year they're going a little bit of virtual. They're going to drop 500,000 BOGO codes on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram from the 29th to the 30th. So if you get on Chipotle's channel anywhere on social media, chances are you will get a free burrito code that you can use your app for to get, Mark. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me all sorts of fast food to eat.
Johnny, real quick, Longoria, do your daughters love IHOP? Do they get excited?
I wouldn't say they get excited, but they like it.
I remember as a kid, there was no IHOP in my town. There was one like 20 minutes away, but I would get so amped up when we went to IHOP for whatever reason. It was like Christmas morning. It was like, oh, Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity.
Special, like you didn't do it a lot, maybe.
And they had like 9 syrups on the table.
Oh, the syrup!
And like as a kid, it was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm gonna have a little strawberry syrup. Now I'm gonna have a little blueberry syrup. I'm gonna have a little regular syrup. And then my mom would slap me and say, "Put down the freaking syrups."
Yeah, and the way the syrup vehicles, you never had the syrup pourers that they had there, where you open up the trap door and it comes out. Like we didn't have those.
No, we just had the old sticky bottles. A little. I guess this is fast food. Panera. Good food fast. I don't know what they're thinking.
Something like that.
But they are going to bring pizza to the menu, Johnny K. 3 pizza options available to Panera customers: cheese margarita and Chipotle chicken and bacon, range in price from $8 to $9 depending on the flavor. I miss Panera. When Alex Williams used to work in the mornings, Alex, how many times a week would we send you to Panera to get breakfast?
Oh, at least 2. You could have bought stock in that.
I know. It was awesome. And but sadly, little guy works afternoons now and doesn't go to Panera. But I don't know, Johnny. What do you think? Panera, pizza?
Well, I was going to talk about that on Monday, Mark, but we might as well talk about it now. Hey, what the heck? Yeah, why not? I mean, Panera, they have bread. They have all the stuff they can put on a pizza. Why not put it on a pizza and cook it there for you?
I like Panera. I think it's solid. Here's I have one Panera story. I went to visit, this was years ago, friends in Buffalo, New York. And we were going out to lunch. And what are you thinking about Longoria? If you're in Buffalo, New York, what do you want to eat?
Oh, buffalo wings?
Buffalo wings, right? I mean, that's where they were born.
Yeah. Why?
And the couple's like, oh, you know what? A Panera just opened up. You want to go to lunch at Panera? I punched the husband in the face. I was like, what are you, crazy? I didn't come to Buffalo to go to, no offense to Panera. You're taking me to get some wings now, man. Yeah. Anyway. No offense to Panera. It was we didn't go in Buffalo. We went and got some freaking wings. Johnny K, appreciate you as always, and...
Happy Halloween, everybody. If the cholesterol's high, baby, so am I. Johnny Kielbasa on Twitter, Johnny Kielbasa Rocks on Instagram, and the Sausage Hut Podcast on any pod app or JohnnyKielbasa.boo.
All things Kielbasa on JohnnyKielbasa.com. Appreciate you, bruh.
Anytime, bruh.
There you go. Johnny Kielbasa and the fast. We stole his Monday. That's all right. That's old news by Monday, though. We got to get that. We're not going to sit on the Panera pizza. We got to get that on the air.
Look, it comes through with my research, and I just throw it on there.
Exactly. So thank you, Deborah. Johnny's upset, but that's okay. Ben's up next on the Mark Arum Show. Ben, 25 years ago tonight, where were you when the Braves won it all?
Hi, Mark. Great to talk to you. I was also in college. I was a member of the Redcoat Band. I was at the Georgia-Florida game where we got killed by Florida. The band, we played one song, and the band director just told us, "Go Braves," and we were out of there. We were out of there, and you know what? When the Braves won, we were getting close to winning. I was with some upperclassmen, and they were telling us how crazy Athens went when Sid slid. And a couple of years ago, or before that, whenever when the Braves won big, and they said, "Guys, if we win this World Series thing tonight, it's going to go nuts in this town." And it really did. And that win in the World Series, it just healed us from being totally humiliated and defeated
by the Gators.
We were just suddenly victorious.
I can't even imagine because Athens is, I love Athens, by the way. Athens is nuts after the Bulldogs beat Vanderbilt. It goes crazy then. I can't even imagine what it would have been like after the Braves won the World Series. I haven't been to Athens since the pandemic. That stinks. We got to change that. Russ joins us in Gainesville.
Come here a minute. I want to talk to you.
Russ, a legend. Where were you 25 years ago when the Braves won the World Series, buddy?
I was temporarily living in Florida, so I wasn't really watching the Braves. You know, I want to mention something. I looked up the name Zeta a minute ago.
Why?
And it's because isn't that the name of the hurricane?
Zeta, Z-E-T-A.
Zeta.
Oh, okay.
Well, what did you find out? I'm curious. What did you find out about Zeta? I'm very curious about that.
Zeta is a Slavic female name that means God is gracious.
Oh.
So I thought it was kind of weird to name a hurricane. By the way, who names hurricanes? Is it like one person?
So it's the Meteorological Society comes up with names for all the named storms, tropical storms, hurricanes, whatever, and they do A, B, C, D, blah, 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 all the way. But there's been so many this year, after they ran through the alphabet, they go to the Greek alphabet: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, theta, blah, blah, blah. So it's just an alphabet. It's not an actual name. It's just that Zeta is the Greek alphabet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I like that you did show research on Zaina. Longoria has another daughter. You can name her Zaina. No, my brother's
not
wife.
an L. I have to name him
brother.
L's.
My brother just got married, and let me see.
You don't know her name?
I think
you don't
it's
know
something.
his wife's name.
This was like 2 months ago. Give me a break.
What?
I think they just meet yesterday. Or
Yeah,
what?
weren't they not dating?
I bet your
Zeynep. Zeynep is her name. Z-E-Y-N-E-P.
I bet your brother knows your wife's name.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's disinterested in my soul. No, I'm just kidding. Zeynep. I want to make sure. Well, I just call her Z. Like, hey, Z. You know, Zeynep. Russ, tomorrow I want to know what Zeynep means, okay?
You have some homework.
Z-E-Y-N-E-P.
Okay.
All right. Russ, thanks, buddy. Got a little homework tonight.
You think he goes to an actual library?
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's checking out the librarians, ask for some help with the Dewey Decimal System.
I could see that, hitting on the librarians. Emery's up next on the Mark Arum Show. Emery, where were you 25 years ago tonight?
Mark, I tell you, it was pretty strange. I'd been duck hunting in North Minnesota and South Dakota. We watched the game as it started. I boarded Northwest Airlines. As we were circling the Atlanta skylight, waiting to land, we circled over Fulton County Stadium probably 10 times. You could see people running on the field. I'm listening in 95 to a phone that you barely could hear called the flip phone. And with that, it was the amazing. When I got to the airport, to the baggage claim, all the baggage claim handlers were high-fiving, hugging people, forgetting what their job was, and nobody really cared.
Did the pilot purposely fly over Fulton County so you can get a look, or was that just happenstance?
Yes, he did, and we circled 10 times. I think he kept telling them, to heck with you guys, we're not landing. We're going to keep circling.
How many ducks did you bag?
How many ducks? Actually, 10 days before I ran for office, I duck hunted 35 years and pheasant hunted 35 years in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. Now all I do is serve the people. So with that being said, I absolutely back to limit every day of canvasbacks, redheads, and mallards.
I love ducks. I got one quick duck story before we go to break. My buddy Dave Perry was duck hunting in Canada September 11, 2001, when the plane struck, and he couldn't get a flight home. So he had to rent a car and drive from like Vancouver, Canada, all the way back to Atlanta. But he did have a van full of ducks, so he had something to eat. Thanks for the call, buddy. One segment to go. We'll be right back. It's the Mark Arum Show, 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
We've run out of time, so we got to be super quick here. Where were you 25 years ago today? Bo, where were you, my friend?
I was in my apartment in Cleveland, Ohio.
Were you a Braves fan or an Indians fan?
Indians fan. I actually shed a tear.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a good team, too.
We got back there. Chicago beat us, of course, as you know.
Yeah.
I was happy for whatever team won because Chicago hasn't won in a long time as well. So it's all good. We'll get back there.
And at least you have the Browns now.
I know, right? Baker Mayfield, killing it.
Yeah. Nick Chubb. Get healthy, Nick Chubb. I need you. Steve, real quick, where were you 25 years ago today?
I was on my way to the Braves game, and I told my now wife that we were going to go and just take Marta downtown and watch the game somewhere. And on Marta, I pulled out 2 tickets, and we sat there and watched the Braves win on a blind date.
Wow, and you wound up getting married.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Good job, buddy. Billy, you're finishing us up. Where were you 25 years ago tonight?
25 years ago tonight, I was sitting behind the first base dugout, me and my wife and two other friends, and my wife and they were talking, and just so happens the lady pulled the camera out just as Dave Justice hit the home run. I've got a picture of it going out of the stadium, the innings, and Dave Justice signed it to me.
How about that? Dave Justice, not only a baseball hero, but ex-husband to Halle Berry. Perhaps, perhaps, his greatest accomplishment was being married to Halle Berry.
She still looks amazing, right? I think she gets better looking. It's so unfair.
Yeah. Alicia kind of looks like Halle Berry tonight. She's got the makeup on. What's going on, Alicia? You have a date after this? What do you got? Why are you all dolled up?
I do have a dinner.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you can tell, Mark.
Look at her voice. She's like, I got a dinner.
Are you going to Russ in Gainesville?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Russ.
Come here a minute. I want to talk to you.
Let's do star of the show, Longoria.
And now, are you guys ready for the Mark Arum star of the show?
On a normal night, Alicia would get it. But Jared went undefeated in Millennial Match Game.
Never happened before.
Pitched a perfect game. So welcome back to Jared, now a full-time member of the WSB sales team, a great and wise millennial. So good job. He's star of the show. We'll continue the conversation on Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. Tomorrow, 1 hour show, 2 hour show? Short show tomorrow with Sanjay, who's also short. In the meantime, go to sleep, little baby.
Go to sleep, you little baby. Guests of the Mark Arum Show stay at the All Suite Omni Hotel, located in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile.